Jett Washington's a big-time prospect whose recruitment's just heating up. Not currently committed, but considering multiple big schools, 2026 safety. 6'5". This kid's 6'5's got to be the tallest safety I've ever watched. Just before even watching him. I mean, that's elite length. 200. I mean, 6'5". I didn't even know they made him that big. Bishop Gorman, Nevada. Obviously, powerhouse. Out there in the Emerald State or whatever Nevada is. God damn. Man, I gotta tell you, there's just something very like carnal or very, very base about football, like that it just brings out some emotion that I don't even know what it is. Look at this kid's head snap back. Oh. Man, that doesn't get you fired up on a Monday morning. I don't know what will. We got a 6'5" safety, rangy as hell, and he's laying the wood like, oh my God. So these are the kind of plays that we're going to actually have to pay more attention to with this kid being as tall as he is. Because in theory, when you're this long, you're going to have a whole lot of trouble changing direction and flipping your hips around just because you're so long. Like, I mean, just think about like shorter players. They kind of cut on the dime a lot easier just because their legs are they're just so much closer to the ground. It's a lot easier. So these are the kind of, we're going to have a real opinion on how we like his hips in plays like this. And I thought it looked pretty good there. No glaring deficiency to me. So just giving my final thoughts on Washington here. Easy 6 on the frame. It's a 6-point scale. You know, I've had a whole lot of people like freak out at me because I give a kid a 6 and they think it's a 10-point scale or a 20-point scale or something. And no, 6 is the highest grade we can give a kid. So we're going to give him that on the frame easily. I was 6'5", you know, maybe 6'4", a bit shorter than he's listed, but certainly tall as hell. Didn't get to see him coming downhill all that much. I'm going to give him a 5 on the burst for now. 4 on the change of direction just because it was only a 2-minute video. Didn't really get to see him flipping hips all that much. You know, changing direction deep. Something that is important when you're playing like single high or playing that center fielder position. I think it's pretty important, but for a kid like this at 6'5" and real good top end speed, I'm sure he's able to overcome it even if it's not at the highest level. And then a 6 on the ball skills. So just so y'all understand, like this grade, I don't really use it as like a Madden grade. Like, oh, this kid's like a 92 out of 100. It's just kind of so I can stack them up year over year, and it's not that big of a deal. But this is probably the highest kid I've watched. One of the highest, probably the best safety I've ever watched, to be honest. It was a 2-minute tape, but it really just checks the boxes. Usually when we're talking to kid as long as he is, we're or kids with like one or two elite traits, then we start seeing things that really take away from those elite traits. And I think everything he has kind of plays well together. Certainly a kid I'm going to be high on going into his freshman year, wherever he ends up playing college, and down the line when he's an NFL player, because no such thing as sure things, obviously, but feel pretty good about this kid. Thanks for watching.